falling off halfway through. Whoa! Caravan and motorhome servicing, why bother? Something that we've sort of covered over the last few weeks is sort of checking through the caravan or the motorhome and making sure that it's ready to use. But what's the point in having it serviced? Well, the actual service is going to go through it properly. It's going to use a proper damp meter, which is one of the big things. They're going to test the electrics properly. They're going to test your gas system properly. So it's something that you need to have done. There's no rules. It's not like a vehicle MOT. It's not something that you've got to have done every single year. There's no law that says it must be done, but it's advisable. We do want to make sure that our complete gas system hasn't got any leaks on there.
But if it's new as well, it has to be done to keep the warranty.
So
up,
yeah,
doesn't it?
if your caravan is less than 6 years old, or your motorhome is less than 6 years old, even if you're the second owner, there should be transferable warranty as long as that servicing has been kept up to date. So it has to be within a certain amount of time between the original purchase dates. Normally about 60 days before, 60 days after, there or thereabouts. Sometimes it's 90, sometimes it's 30. So just double check in the paperwork to make sure exactly when that service should be done to uphold your warranty, because if that's out of date, you're going to potentially lose your warranty and lose any cover that you might have had against issues.
Does it have to be done by a dealer that sells that brand?
So
or?
An approved workshop is where it needs to be done. So any mobile engineer, any service centre can do it as long as they're an approved workshop service centre. So it doesn't have to go back to the original supplying dealer. And same with any caravan or motorhome, it's worth having it done with an approved workshops, because there's a proper list and check sort of system that they go through what they're going to check. So they're going to check your gas system, as I say, properly. So not only that things are working, that there's no gas leaks, they're going to make sure your electrics are working properly. So where we've done our RCD test in the past and looked at pressing our test button once we've got our electrics in, they're going to go into a more thorough check. So they're going to make sure that the actual trip system is working, and it's working as it should do. The gas system, they'll make sure there's no leaks within that whole system. So it might actually be that there's a leak outside, it builds up gas, there's an ignition, it blows the whole thing up. So it's things like that you're not going to be able to check, but if you've watched our videos from previous, it's going to help you along the way. Now, other things that we can do, so if you've not already seen our videos from previous, go into our list of videos and you'll be able to see all the different ones that we've got there doing. So we're pretty much up to a point where it's either ready to be serviced and you pretty much know everything is as it should be, or it's been serviced and you've just done a bit of an interim service in between ourselves, doing our checks, making sure everything's good. But there's things that now we want to sort of take it to that next level. So even if your caravan has been serviced or you've checked through, the things that we're going to do today are what you're going to potentially want to do now, ready for when you're using it. So obviously cleaning it, making sure it's nice and clean. We want to check up on our roof, so we need a really good sturdy set of ladders. We want to make sure that if we're going up onto the roof or to look at the roof of the caravan, that we've got a set of ladders,
oh, as if by magic,
that are nice and sturdy, and we're not going to get falling off halfway through. Whoa! So you need to make sure, did that on purpose, you need to make sure you've got a nice steady set of ladders where we can get up. They're going to be nice and secure, and we can actually get up, check the roof, check all of our front and back panels correctly, make sure there's no issues on the roof. And we can also, if I grab the camera, we can also then check around all of our roof lights, make sure that we've not got any debris all around there, leaves, things are going to hold water, and we can then make sure that that is all nice and clear, and any water is actually going to flow off the roof properly, and it's not going to cause us any issues. So again, a look from this sort of distance, isn't really going to tell us the true nature. We do need to get up properly and inspect all of our panels correctly. While we're up there, we want to look at our roof lights, make sure there's no cracks in there, make sure there's no damage. We want to be making sure our windows are correct, so no damage, there's nothing that is broken on there, they're not coming apart. So more so on some of the older caravans, you find that the windows would delaminate and they'll actually come apart. So we want to make sure that all of our windows are nice and sturdy and they're not actually coming apart and that they're not breaking up, and it's going to then end up flying off as we're travelling along down the motorway. Now obviously we've checked our water system through, we should have checked our water system through by now, so we know that we've got no leaks, we've got no issues, and it's a really good time to actually, in our Aquaroll, use some of the Milton cleaning sterilising tablets or the PuriClean, and we drop that into our Aquaroll, let it sit in the Aquaroll and sort of thoroughly clean the Aquaroll, and then we want to pump that through the system, all of our taps, our shower tap as well, and we want to make sure that then we leave that system for the recommended time that is on the information on whatever product that it is that you're using. Let that settle in the pipes and then we can clean that through and then wash that through. So that will sterilise all of our water system. So even if you're not using the water for drinking, it's quite a nice idea just to make sure that our water system is full, sterilised and clean, but it also does our Aquaroll. We can then flush that water through so that it's all nice and clean, and again you'll probably need to flush that back through a couple of times, but we can then go away this season knowing that our water system is nice, clean, fresh, and we're not going to have any nasty smells. We can do exactly the same on our waste system. So if we close up our little waste outlets on the outside, so we'll actually close up our waste outlets so that nothing can flow through here. We're now going to tip a little bit of warm water and either the PuriClean, the Milton sterilising tablets, or if we've not got any of that and we've not done our water system already, we can then run a little bit of water and bleach. Again, a real sort of minute amount of bleach in the system. What is ideal is that once we've sort of run the Milton or PuriClean through our tap system, that we then sort of fill our waste water pipes up with those waste drains closed. That will fill it up with the PuriClean or the Milton sterilising system. Leave that for a good hour or so. You will lose a little bit over the sort of duration of time with those flaps closed up on your waste outlets. But after about an hour, if we open those up and let that fully flow through, and then run our taps again on all of our different sink, shower, and on the shower, make sure that you've done the shower as well, and that should then clean all those waste water pipes as well, so we don't get any nasty smells off our waste water system.
Would you do that with an onboard water tank too?
Yeah, so again, if you've got a built-in water tank, 9 times out of 10 you can remove the cap on that and drop in a little, either some of the PuriClean or a Milton sterilising tablet in there. And again, same on the motorhomes, you'll normally have an on-built water tank. Again, you can access that, take the main top off and then drop in a sterilising tablet into there as well. Then we sort of want to be thinking about our cassette toilets. So hopefully you'd looked at our tip last week and you'd run some cleaner through this flush system so that was all nice and clean. The last thing that we want to be doing then is our actual flap on the toilet. So a little bit of silicone spray. So if we've done our windows and what have you previously, hopefully we've got some silicone spray left over. We'll do the flap on the toilet and then literally just working that open and closed on that flap should then just make sure that everything stays nice and supple and fresh. And then if we actually remove the cassette, we can actually spray the seal from above as well, and again just a little bit extra on there as well. That should then keep that sort of system all good and ready to go. It is important to have a proper service, so the little bits like our sort of sterilising our water system, cleaning our wastewater tanks, doing our seals on our windows, it's not things that are going to get covered on your normal service, but it's still very important to have your normal service carried out and completed so that you know when you're going away that it's actually all as it should be. You're not going to have any issues, or you're going to minimise the risk of having any issues. Another thing that you might find is if you've got your insurance, you want to make sure that actually it's insured correctly, and part of the insurance might say that your caravan or motorhome has to be serviced to keep that insurance policy valid. So if you have got your insurance policy, have a good read through there. Just make sure that it should actually be serviced to uphold your insurance, and if you haven't had it serviced, obviously that's something that you're going to need to get done to keep your insurance policy up to date. Little camper, so pretty much 99.9% done. This is the one that we built. We've still got a few little finishing bits to do on there. The black one, so we've still not had the top come through for that, and I've got somebody that I spoke to that actually helped us a lot with sort of giving us information about swapping through the rock and roll beds, etc. So we might actually get him to do that conversion for us on the black one. We've run out of time.
Yeah,
and
you've been busy, haven't you?
It's gone silly season. I think since the NEC show has been on, it's gone absolutely mental on sales. So actually now getting time to do all the little things that we wanted to do is looking less and less. But hopefully that has given you a little bit of information about why it's so important to have your caravan or your motorhome service. Two nice campers now in. So we've got the Tribute T670, we've got the Auto Cruise, so we're going to probably have a proper look at those and compare the both of them in a bit more detail in a separate video. But two lovely campers, and again, finding a lot of people that have had sort of the VWs or the smaller one like the Nissan L Grand, that's the next step up from that, where you want just a little bit more room. So look out for that video coming soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.